All right, everybody. So I just got back from the salvage yard. This is the haul that I managed to get today. There's a few other things that I wanted to get that I just didn't. I just didn't do. I decided to help this guy. He needed to get a trailer hitch off of this Tahoe, or I don't know what kind of car it was, but older guy. So I decided to get on my back in the mud and get the 6 bolts off for him. That was a real pain in the ass. I hate taking trailer hitches off. I absolutely hate it because the bolts on any car, it doesn't matter if it's 10 years old or 20 years old or 50 years old, the bolts are always rusted. Always rusted. So thankfully I had my ankle grinder with me, so I was able to cut it off, but it took me about an hour to do. I didn't ask for any money. I just was doing it just because he was right next to the Jeep I was working on. But he did give me $30, so I made $30 in the junkyard helping someone. So that's pretty cool. So always be nice and always help people that need help. I'm not an asshole. I like helping people. And I really didn't want any money from the man. I just, helped him. So I was already there, and why not help him? So, but I got $30, so that helps. So I wanted to price some of this stuff and show you guys. I thought I was going to spend $280, but I guess the junkyard didn't charge me the prices that they have on their website, so I actually paid $170. So I paid $170 for this stuff. So this pile I got right here, over here. This bench seat I'm not going to be selling. At least I don't think I will. This is actually a bench seat out of this Jeep, same color. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, because the bench seat is steel on the bottom, it has a steel frame. I'm going to get some steel from Lowe's, and I'm going to weld it and make some legs, and I'm going to make a little bench, a little chair for the workshop, so I don't have to use these uncomfortable chairs. I actually saw on Motor Trend or Top Gear, one of those things where they actually had a Wagoneer seat just like this one, and they did that. So, I mean, why not? They're extremely comfortable. These old-fashioned, bench seats from cars back then are extreme. They're like springy and soft. But this one's actually in really good shape, so I could sell it if I wanted to. But I also got this thing for my Jeep. My original one was falling apart. A second one that I bought from the junkyard after a couple years fell apart. This one is not in great shape either, but it's there. It's 100% there, if that makes sense. So I need that for my car for this, because there's no more carpet on here, so it's just, blah. So, so we'll start with this thing. This is the original cargo cover for a Grand Wagoneer. I'm not sure what years had the cargo covers, but I have one as well. Mine is not to this vehicle, though. You can see the orange. I found this in a junkyard on like a 89, I believe, and it had the tan interior. And it was a Jeep that caught on fire. So all that was left was the pole and the center part, and that was it, and no vinyl. So my girlfriend, who I just broke up with, she's good with sewing. You see the carpet here is trash. Unfortunately, that Jeep had all of its carpet, but as soon as you grab it, it just fell apart. So they're all like that. So I actually need to buy a new carpet online. So, but it's just, I just cleaned this freaking thing, and it's already dirty again with hay and everything. That's what happens when you live on a farm. But anyway, so this one, we got some vinyl, the same vinyl we used for the headliner up here. And that's what I kind of basically remade the cargo covers. So I could sell this one technically, but the problem is it's not original. It's kind of a hacked one, so I'm not going to get any money for it like I would an original like this one. So while I want to keep my Jeep original, it would increase the value of it. I'm probably just going to sell this thing like I did the other one that I did. So this thing was $10. That's $450. I know, it's crazy. Why is a cargo cover $450? Well, in 7 years, I've only found 2. So that's the reason why. So that's $400. This thing I spent $33 on. I'm going to at least get $250 to $300 for that electric fan. So that's $400, $500, $600, $700. That's $750 right there. These two fog lights are Marshall, or however they're pronounced. These things are actually made in France. And these fog lights are expensive, very expensive. I don't know why, but they are. The one has a cracked lens, unfortunately, but I checked up on eBay and they sell from $200 to $300, so I'll probably sell these for like, say, $220. So $750, $850, $950. That's $970 right there. So each of these, the smaller ones sell for $30, the bigger ones for about $35. So that's what, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20. That's 120. So that's 970, 1,090, I think. Sorry, my math is bad. I have to count with my fingers. So that's 1,090. We'll just do 1,100 to make it easier for me. These things, they're slightly damaged. They do sell for like $40 if they're undamaged, so I'll probably only sell them for like 20 a piece. So that's 60 for the three. So that's 1,160. These switches sell for 55 each at least. So we'll just do 100 for that, 110. So we're at what? 1,160, 1,260, $1,270. And we got 4 of these air conditioner vents for the Wagoneer. They sell for about 30, 35 a piece. Let's just do 30. So 30, 60, 90, 120. So what am I at? 12, 1220, 1340. So I made 1340. This thing I'm keeping for myself because these switches, believe it or not, are not made and they're plastic, and they actually run the I need the ashtray for my Jeep. They actually run the power mirror. It's weird, but that's what the switch, when you turn the key, touches that little toggle, and that toggle actually is actually for the power seats, but it works for the power mirror in the back too. So we're at like what I say, 1,300 and 1,320 or something. So I spent $170. It is 12:30, 1 o'clock right now. So I was at the junkyard for 3 hours, and I'm going to be making $1,300 plus the $30 in cash that the guy gave me. So deduct my $30 in gas plus eBay's 10% fees. So 10% minus 1,300 is what, like $130 or something like that. So I'm totally going to make about $1,000 to $1,100 in profit in 3 hours. That's 3 hours being in the junkyard, and that's just for this tiny little pieces. Tiny little pieces. That's all it is. You know, the big parts are these two I got really lucky from, but small little things. You know, and I didn't even get everything that I told you guys that I could get. You know, like the badges and some of the switches I could have gotten. There's a few other things I need to get. I'll probably go back there on Friday and get some more things. I actually need to get a power steering pump for my other Jeep. My 5.9 liter has been out of commission for the last like month now, so just been too lazy to buy a power steering pump. I'm probably going to buy a used one because I also had to get a pulley too. The plastic pulley on mine broke, so might as well just get a junkyard one with the pulley on it for $30 and save myself, you know, like $60. So just hope it works and it's not like really loud, but there's a few other things I actually wanted to get for this Jeep. That Wagoneer actually had the little chrome window visor things. I don't know the name of them offhand, but let me measure these real quick. The Wagoneers and the J10, the doors are a little bit different. So let's measure this. We're at 20 inches. I wonder if these will fit. You can actually buy them new, but you know, might as well just buy the original ones. Let's see if this will fit. a little bit over 20, but I think it'll fit. So I'm gonna go back there and get those visors for this Jeep. A few other things I got for the Jeep was, I almost thought about getting the carburetor for it. It's a 2150 Motorcraft carburetor. This is a 2100. But I think the 2150 is more for the later model ones, to be honest, because it has, you know, this thing is actually plugged right here. It's not, it doesn't even go through. On the 2150, it goes through and it actually sucks up fumes from the charcoal canister. This thing never had a charcoal canister, so I think if I get a 2150, I'm just going to cause more problems. I could probably always plug that if I wanted to, but I decided to I'm just going to keep this one. But I got a few things for it, like the little adapter for the fuel line, and a few other little tidbits that I needed. Again, it's a Wagoneer. This is a J10, so they're a little bit different. But, fuck. That's what I forgot to get. So, this thing is falling apart. This piece right here, shit, so I'm definitely going to have to go back on Friday and get it. The aluminum completely corroded on this, and I was going to get the Wagoneer's pieces. This thing is actually missing the strip right here for this side, and that side is, like I said, is corroded, so I was going to get the Wagoneer's and use it for this Jeep instead. So that's mental note, smack on my head. That's something I have to get. So I'll let you guys go. I don't want to make a 20-minute long video, but that's my haul. $1,300 in parts, just little knickknacks. It's insane how much this stuff goes for. And if I wanted to, I probably could sell the bench seat for 150, 200 bucks. It's in really good shape. It's just got some dust and dirt on it. But probably going to use it for myself, you know, for the workshop. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys.